Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start off with this tweet here. So we do see just in, the Federal Reserve says stablecoins could become a source of financial instability for the broader financial system. Wow. How interesting is that? The Federal Reserve, of all organizations, is saying that the stable coins within this market could become a source of financial instability for the broader financial system. Now, why would they say this? I think it's very interesting that they are saying this at a time where CBDCs are now popping up everywhere. And listen, this is not new, right? We know that CBDCs have been a long-term thing. But just recently, we start to see them really kind of accelerating. I mean, now 93% of central banks are pushing for a CBDC. But remember, what they won't tell you is that the Federal Reserve has failed us all. They have destroyed the purchasing power of the US dollar. Here you guys have a full-on chart of it. I mean, when we really kind of look at financial instability, are we sitting here trying to blame crypto? Or is the Federal Reserve going to take any accountability for their actions? Or maybe we should look at how much debt the US is holding and how they want to add another 17 trillion to it by 2030. And maybe they could address who's actually going to buy that debt. And maybe they could also address how they're going to pay. Oh yeah, that's right, just tax people more, right? But outside of this, we already know that they're advocating for a CBDC. Shout out to Fame21 More over on Twitter. This is Brad Sherman. You guys know Brad Sherman. If you don't worry. We're going to target him here in a second.
Want a system in which huge amounts of money are made and concealed. And they describe the U.S. government as Darth Vader. No, it is not right for all the power in this world to be in the hands of the crypto bros. It is appropriate for the American people and their democratically elected institutions to have a role in in finance. What is the effort of cryptocurrency here? I think it will be unsuccessful, but it's trying to become a currency. One of those efforts is to try to make the dollar as impaired as possible because that's its competition. To do that, try to prevent the dollar from being digital. Now, I'd prefer a digital system run by a private banking system. That is our current
you kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games.
Weighing of the balance between privacy and law enforcement. But to stop all innovation on the one hand, while trying to pave the road for the crypto bros on the other, shows where they're trying to go. Now keep in mind, this is a pilot program. Keep in mind, no one has to have any no one has to have any digital currency. And keep in mind, we already have, in effect, a digital system with the Treasury. It's called Treasury Direct, and you buy U.S. bonds directly from the Treasury, and the Treasury knows you own those bonds.
And of course, I love when they advocate for the idea that we already have a digital system. These are people that are moronic, and they don't actually understand that the UI, which means it's just a user interface, is digital, like your banking app, for an example. But the underlying foundation that it's built upon is garbage. It's trash. But also, we know that Brad Sherman wants the central banks and those democratic elected organizations to be the ones in charge. I don't care if you're red or blue. I don't care at all about your political stance. These people, like Brad Sherman, do not care about you or me. He cares about the ones that are lining his pockets, which we will talk about here in a second. But here you guys have, going back to May, this is Brad Sherman. He comments about crypto and how it sparked controversy around Twitter, right? Everyone knew about this tweet. Here we have, he claimed that crypto bros make money out of thin air while admitting that the government can also create money from thin air. He argued, maybe we do, but we are the US government.
Crypto bros make money literally by making money, and they've made over $1 trillion out of thin air. They'll accuse the US government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the US government.
And I honestly don't understand how he could even say that with a straight face, because listen, the US government might print money out of thin air. At the end of the day, that's what caused the US dollar's value to be essentially worthless. And these people are the ones that will go out and target crypto and say that crypto is bad. Stay away from it. You know why? Because they don't want you making money. They don't want you becoming wealthy. This is the old trick, right? Oh, we need to target this. We need to target this because people in crypto, let it be known, have made incredible amounts of wealth. Outside of this, though, we know that he's trying to protect the big banks. He already got exposed. He was the one trying to shut down crypto going all the way back to 2021 and even beforehand. But he gets the biggest donations from the big banks and the financial institutions. And when you actually look into this, I don't know if this article gives us an insight to it, but a lot of the players were very large banking giants. So like here we have Capital Group companies, Blackstone, BlackRock, American Bankers Association, Capital One Financial, Charles Schwab, Credit Union National Association, Discover Financial Services, and Deloitte. And these might be small amounts of money, but that's really all they have to give. And this was for his 2020 campaign. And then guess what? 2021 rolls around and he's attacking crypto. Crypto needs to go to zero. We need to get rid of crypto. It's always to push some agenda. And just like this one, Federal Reserve says stablecoins could become a source of financial instability for the broader financial system. This is just to push a CBDC. They're going to say, we need CBDCs because the central bank is the one that, can control the risk. It's going to make it stable. It's going to make it secure. The Federal Reserve is going to be the one behind it. The Federal Reserve for the longest time has a history of keeping things secure. And even though the normies out there, they will believe this nonsense, but we know that the Federal Reserve and all these central bankers, they're no good. They have destroyed the value behind currencies. And what's funny? They want to keep you poor. Want to know how? It's very simple, inflation. I mean, listen, their goal is 2%. They want to bring inflation down to 2%. Think about that. They want you losing 2% per year on the money in your bank account. That's what that means. So their goal is to literally make you lose money. Outside of this, though, the SEC wants you to lose money too. In fact, here we have the SEC raises concerns on Coinbase's role in Celsius Network bankruptcy restructuring. The SEC filed papers raising objections to crypto firm Celsius Network's plan to distribute digital assets to customers as part of a reorganizational plan through Coinbase. Celsius, which filed for bankruptcy more than a year ago, will seek bankruptcy court approval for its restructuring plan in the coming weeks. Under Celsius's proposed plan of reorganization, Coinbase will provide brokerage and master trading services to Celsius, engaging in the activities that prompted litigation by the regulator, which is still ongoing according to the court papers filed by the SEC in the Celsius Chapter 11 case on Friday. The regulator sued Coinbase earlier this year, saying it operates an unregistered securities exchange. And here we have from, again, the chief legal officer at Coinbase. Coinbase is proud to engage with Celsius to distribute crypto back to its customers. I wonder why would the SEC object to a trusted US public company taking on this role? We look forward to addressing this with the bankruptcy court and undertaking our important role to make Celsius customers whole. The SEC is just like these bankers. They want you poor. They don't care about you. I mean, think about it like this, right? What does Gary Gensler care about? This is an individual that has well over $50 million in net worth, and it's projected to be over $100 million. Do you honestly think he cares if you are protected or not? He cares about where his next paycheck's coming from. And if, hey, that's the big, players out there, for example, like Elizabeth Warren, because she has been spotted very close to Gary Gensler. There's a lot of corruption there, right? She also is an anti-crypto individual. And she pushed her agenda onto Gary Gensler, and he, of course, played along with it. These are people that are all a part of the same group. They don't care about crypto. They don't care about you or me. They want us to lose money. The proof is already out there. I mean, hell, even before Gary Gensler, go back to the XRP lawsuit. $15 billion wiped away from the retail sector on the announcement of the lawsuit. Now, fast forward to now, right? Imagine how much money has been lost from the SEC's actions around the retail sector from 2020 to now. I'm sure it's well over $50 billion. Will the SEC ever be held accountable? No, of course not. This is the games they play with retail money. And outside of this, we do see over here. Now, this is a great breakdown, by the way. This is a huge thread, and it's great. It outlines all the failures of Gary Gensler and the SEC. And I'll just use this last section here to wrap it up. And we do see the SEC has a string of decisive losses where judges are ruling 3-0. And of course, the Ripple case was a big one. The SEC settlements don't create precedent. One has to imagine the SEC chair is in a state of shell shock. You can see in the tone and body language in public interviews. There are questions followed by silence, Better Markets interview. Statements like the public should not assume the protections of the securities laws apply, followed by the opposite claim that securities laws are clear again. The messaging is incoherent. And I think everyone sees this. Everyone that's a part of this space can see just how disgusting of an agency the SEC is. Gary Gensler and his group of individuals at the SEC, they have done zero work towards creating a regulatory framework that we could actually see and follow that's transparent and clear. No, they want it to be incoherent. They want to be able to target any company within the space. And they've left that door open for a very long time. And it's so clear at this point that they only want to harm the sector, right? They don't care about if crypto succeeds or not. In fact, their goal is to, create this walled garden, if you will, around crypto where the retail sector gets blocked out and the incumbents are the only ones that can play a role in this. Don't take my word for it, though. Look at what just recently happened today. Chase UK. Now, by the way, Chase UK is a part of the same umbrella as JP Morgan. Very interesting. Chase UK is going to decline customer payments linked to crypto starting on October 16th. This isn't new and could probably be linked back to Operation Choke Point 2.0. And within this, we do see banking giant Chase is banning crypto-linked payments via debit card or by outgoing bank transfer for UK clients starting October 16th, according to an email to customers. If we think you're making a payment related to crypto assets, we'll decline it, the email said, adding that customers are free to use a different bank or provider to invest in crypto. However, finding a crypto-friendly bank in the country may not be the easiest thing, as the UK credit institutions have a history of blocking or limiting customer access to crypto. The local financial watchdog, FCA, recently said it had facilitated discussions between banks and crypto firms because lenders have shown a reluctance to offer services to that industry. In the email reviewed by CoinDesk, Chase said it was banning crypto payments because fraudsters are increasingly using crypto assets to steal large sums of money from people. A reason cited by other UK banks that have previously imposed similar limitations. We're committed to helping keep our customers' money safe and secure. We've seen an increase in the number of crypto scams targeting UK customers. So we have taken the decision to prevent the purchase of crypto assets on a Chase debit card or by transferring money to a crypto site from a Chase account. Very interesting. I thought your money in a bank account was your money. Don't you have a decision on what could be done with that money in your bank account? It's yours at the end of the day, right? Well, now they're blocking payments from your bank account or debit card. I thought we had to worry about this with CBDCs, right? Where they can control what you use your money for. No, it's not. There's no warning around CBDCs when it comes to what you can buy or what you can't buy. They could already do that. This is proof of that. They are limiting individuals around crypto. This is Operation Choke Point 2.0. We know this because going all the way over here, March of this year, the reality behind the crypto banking crackdown, Operation Choke Point 2.0 is here. When we actually look into this, the Biden administration and federal regulators appear to be using whatever means necessary to cut off the crypto industry from banking services. Outside of the US, though, it's happening as well by the big incumbent bankers. Why would they do this? I wonder why. They want to be the ones. They don't want you getting your crypto from Coinbase. If anything, they want you to get your crypto from JP Morgan. Outside of this, though, they want to make sure that the retail sector is essentially choked off. I've talked about this, and a lot of people think that I'm crazy or that I'm trying to stir the pot. Listen, they want a big piece of the pie. We know that Wall Street has been waiting on the sidelines to take a hold of this space. You have players like BlackRock jumping into crypto custody and crypto ETFs and things like that. You honestly think that's a coincidence that we are seeing banks shutting down services around crypto and blocking payments to crypto at the same exact time? No. And the SEC's regulatory warpath has only been there to slow things down while the incumbents and those around Wall Street build their custody services, their trading platforms, or whatever they need to have in place in order to, well, guess what? Hold dominance over the space. It is a disgusting overreach of power, and it's all to play into their own narrative and into their own financial game, right? They want to make sure that they are making money off of this space. They want to make sure that, they have a large piece of the pie. Just like everything else, they are utilizing everything in their disposal to take control. Guess what? The big banks, they already have the regulators in their pockets, right? We already know this. And a lot of the main anti-crypto individuals, they're already bought and paid for by the big bankers. It's disgusting. And it's just like every single thing that we have seen. Even the Ripple and XRP lawsuit, you could tie it right back to ETHgate, which was fully controlled by, of course, players like JP Morgan. JP Morgan was a part of it. We've already gone down that rabbit hole. It's ridiculous. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are on this video. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.